Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. You better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Well, nothing changes about that. Nothing changes about that. Man, I was just getting ready to come on the air this morning. And I was just thinking, man, I was just having a reflective moment of just how really good God has been to me. Man, let me just say that again, how really good God has been to me. And here's the cold part, in spite of myself. You understand, in spite of all my shortcomings, in spite of all of my flaws, and in spite of all of what anybody has said about me, God, through his grace and mercy, just keeps me anyway. So many of us are exceptional people, but we refuse to just go ahead and be exceptional. We settle for the ordinary. We follow the pack. We try to fit in. Man, oh man, oh man. You know, I've heard my wife say this to my children all the time when she's scolding them or talking to them. She'll be talking to them about leadership. You know, why are you following everybody when God clearly made you to lead? So many of us are born, and so many of you are born to be exceptional people, but we always trying to follow the pack. Why would you try to fit in? Why would you try to be like everybody else? Be ordinary. Why would you follow the pack when God has created you to be exceptional? The key word in exceptional is accept. You ever done this right here? You know, everybody did that except me. Everybody felt that way except me. Everybody said that except me. Everybody wanted that except me. Everybody went over there except me. Everybody jumped in except me. Except me. See, why have you said that in your life if you were not to be exceptional? See, you got to say everybody except me. At one point in your time, I don't know who ain't done it. You know, everybody voted no except me. See, so you're not created to follow the pack. You ain't created to fit in. You ain't created to to be ordinary. You were created to be exceptional as your fingerprint on your finger is. You were created to be exceptional. Why not make this the year that you go head on and be exceptional? Why won't this be the year that you decide in your mind? But just has to be a decision that we make now. We not following the pack no more. We not trying to fit in no more. We ain't settling for ordinary no more. We gonna be exceptional. But you got to go ahead and follow that. You got to get on the exceptional path because that's what you were created for. Why be ordinary? But all of it has to start with a thought. You got to first think something. Thoughts become things. A man is as he thinketh. That's all you will ever be. So what are your thoughts today? Why not have exceptional thoughts instead of ordinary thoughts? Why not have exceptional thoughts instead of fitting in thoughts? So why you want to be like everybody else? Why you want to be ordinary when you could possibly be extraordinary with a change of your mind, a change of your venue? And you don't have to be any other kind of way just because my mama was this way or my daddy was this way or this the school I went to, this what race I belong to, this my sexual preference, this my that. Well, how many excuses you need? How many excuses? What's it gonna be this year that we let another 365 days slip by without improving our condition, our place, our spot, our life, the quality of life we have? We cannot afford to keep letting all these years go by without changing. You're an exceptional person. How many times have you sat up and said, everybody did that except me? I was everybody jumped in except me. I told them, I knew it. Everybody voted for that except me. And now look at us. Man, it seemed like everybody went that way except me. Okay, do you get it? Do you understand what's being said to you? That old accept me is because couldn't it be because you're an exceptional person? And it's time for you to take control of that. It's time for you to start thinking different. It's time for you to start acting on what you think. It's time for you to start doing something about it. It's time for you to stop taking each and every day that God gives us for granted and letting them go by the wayside like you got plenty more. Well, you may have plenty more, but guess what? What you wasting the ones you got for? I got you young and you feel like you gonna live forever. Okay, cool. But let me ask you something. See, here go the part about, suppose you do live. See, everybody worrying about dying, but I got news for you. Suppose you keep on living. You want to keep living in the condition you in now? You want to keep living with the money you got now? You want to keep living with the relationship you got now? You want to keep living by yourself like you are now? You want to keep wanting the right relationship, the right man, the right woman, but you keep getting the wrong one? You want to keep doing that for the rest of your life? Problem ain't dying. The problem is if you keep on living. Who wants to keep on living just the way they are right now? And if you can say, I'm cool with I am just the way I am right now, then cool. This conversation ain't for you. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Greatness ain't for everybody. Being exceptional ain't for everybody. Becoming extraordinary ain't for everybody. Heck, becoming successful ain't for everybody. I got it. And you can come up with a way to justify your non-existence and your ordinary life all you want. And that's fine and dandy. I ain't got no problem with it because some people just going to be regular. Some people just going to follow the pack, follow the crowd. Some people just wants to fit in. But if you're not that person, if you want to be extraordinary, if you want to be exceptional, if you want to dare to be great at something, then you got to change your mindset. You got to get with your creator and find out what he created you for. You got to quit thinking of things just in your own thought process. Lean not to your own understanding. I don't know where that is, but it's in there somewhere. See, and once you lean, if you lean to your own understanding, you know what it's going to do? It's going to limit you, man. It's going to limit you. Why not see what God got for you? I would rather know what God got for me than to think of all the things I could, because I can't outthink him. I done tried it before. All right, it's just the beginning. We're going to have a good one, man. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's a crazy world we live in, but still, all in all, in spite of everything, I wake up today with the same gratitude, a little heavy heart, but the same gratitude that I always have. I'm grateful that God is still in the hearing business, the blessing business, the redeeming business, and the forgiving business. I'm asking him to forgive me for anything that I might say today that's not Christian-like. I will not be focusing on my Christian side today much at all anyway, and so I ask him to forgive me for my flaws, because today I don't feel like it. I'm off the line today, and I do that from time to time because I am an imperfect soldier for Christ. So today, I might not be on the white line like I'm supposed to as a Christian, but that's just fine with me. I'll get back on it when I feel better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, starring Shirley Strawberry Collifield, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with some moment of levity. Junior, I'm scared to ask you what's on your mind because you don't even look good on Zoom. See right there. Got your arms folded.
You know what it is, huh?
What is it, Junior?
Because as a comedian, see, this is where it gets hard, how the job go. So as a comedian, we supposed to show the society what it is, what's funny about what we do in life, and you just don't feel like that every day. See, after days like the other day, just don't feel like we supposed to be, because you killing people look like me. And see, I'm supposed to sit up here and stand on stage and talk about what's wrong and make you laugh about it. That ain't how I feel on the job. I don't feel that way. And so you 65, how you do it? How you find out how to make these moments levity?
Well, in the beginning, there are a lot of moments that just don't have levity to it. Because we are affected by this world and these conditions and these situations just like everybody else. Our job is to provide moments of levity in dark times. That's as a diversion. So today, we'll try to do some of that today. We'll try to throw a little diversion. But at the same time, we got to grapple with how we feel. And some days, the comedian, see, here's the part about it is, we that are stand-ups usually is for an hour. On this radio show, we got 4 hours to produce some highlight moments of laughter. The rest of the day, the three of us that are in this business happen to be African-American men, which I prefer to be called black, though. I'm a black man. I like that much better. I prefer that.
Absolutely.
Because they just keep the American part so hidden sometimes and so unavailable to me. And, I love to be African-American. Y'all just put me in the Constitution, the whole thing. I don't want to be in pieces of it, just the whole thing. So today, we'll carry on. And, I might say something crazy. I might not. I don't know.
Might? You think?
I'm going to try not to.
All right. Coming up in 32 minutes after the hour, Nephew Tommy is going to run that prank back for us right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, it is time to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Nev?
I got check settlement. Check settlement. All right, check settlement. We all had one coming at one point in our lives. Here it is, check settlement. Let's go, cat dog, if you would. Thank you.
Hello,
Right. I'm trying to reach please.
this is she.
How you doing? It's attorney over at and Associates.
Uh-huh.
All right, want to give you a call. I just got your file that hit my desk, and we got a check going out to you on Monday. You came in yesterday, correct?
Yes.
Okay, listen, we got a few little glitches here we want to go over with. I want to go over with you and make sure we get this all ironed out before you come in on Monday, and I'll have a check definitely waiting on you when you get here. All right, you're supposed to be getting $6,410.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's being reduced to $1,200 due to injuries not being as bad as they say it was. A lot of calculations got really mixed up on our paperwork here. And please keep in mind that on the 1200, we still haven't taken out our fee, which is like about 33 1/3. We'll have a check for you on Monday in the ballpark of $400 to $500.
Hold up. Okay, I'm still not getting it. So, what was the total amount that y'all got from the law, from the insurance?
Evidently, the person that did these calculations completely did them wrong. And I do apologize for this being a mishap on our part, and it's totally screwed up. And I do apologize on the behalf of the association here that we've dropped the ball on that. But your actual check has been reduced to $1,200, okay? And that's without us taking the law fees out of it. So
That doesn't sound right, because how would $6,000 cover the doctor bill and the chiropractor?
Well, from my understanding, man, what they're also stating is that your injuries are not that bad. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. They're actually wondering if you were actually hurt at all. So
I was actually hurt because I even had to get injections.
Okay.
From the chiropractor.
Okay, and do you have any? I have some medical documents here, and I understand that you've been going, and you probably, it looks like you went over at least 2 months going to the doctor and getting therapy, and
that was his call. That was the chiropractor's call. That wasn't my decision.
Okay, well
that was his call for my injury.
Exactly, and a lot of these doctor fees and that you've gone to has eaten up a lot of these funds, and I tell you, these doctor bills, they get pretty high out there. I do want to apologize. What we're going to do here, since we've dropped the ball on this, we're going to give you the check for $1,200 and not even take the law fees out of it, and I'll have that check waiting on you on Monday morning.
That's still okay. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to figure out is I need to see some paperwork of stating what was the total amount check that was written from the insurance company, plus what was the portion that was supposed to be taken out for the chiropractor, plus what was the portion that was supposed to be taken out from the doctors itself. For the amount that you're telling me, $6,000, wouldn't have covered that, and leave me with only $1,200.
Okay, I'm not at liberty to let you look at this paperwork anymore. I'm calling you basically to let you know I have a $1,200 check for you. If you don't want that, then you can go ahead and take some other legal action.
That doesn't sound right. Why would from the entire month? Because I got the paperwork from the chiropractor stating what amount was paid.
I understand that, ma'am. What I'm trying to let you know, Manisha, is what's going on right now is the response coming back is that you're not actually hurt at all. That's what they're saying. They're saying you're not hurt at all. Actually, I don't want to use the words, but they're saying that you've been faking this the whole time.
I need to see some paperwork before I time to check it. This doesn't sound right. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, right now, I'm the last person that this file is going to come across. It's coming across my desk. This is pretty much a take it or leave it option, and if you don't
leave it option, no, now. You don't have to get attitude with me because you are my lawyer and I am your client.
Well, you're not going to raise your voice. You're not going to raise your voice at me. That's not going to happen either. So let's pipe it down a bit, okay? Now, here's what we're going to do. Do you want the $1,200 check or do you not want it? Now, I've already waived the fees of the attorneys here. Do you want the $1,200 or do you want me to reduce it to $400?
No, I don't want $1,200 because I'm going to take you to court. Because that doesn't sound right for you to me around. You're supposed to be my lawyer.
I'm being the best attorney that you probably could afford, young lady. Okay? And I'm trying to do the best I can to help you. Now, if from what I understand is...
I'm sorry, sir. That's not going to be acceptable. I just have to get a lawyer to sue you because that's not acceptable.
You people continue to want to...
I came in the office yesterday when we came in. How all of us work got me...
I wasn't there doing the meeting yesterday. Like I said, these papers just landed on my desk today. What I'm not going to tolerate is you people consistently wanting to file a lawsuit on somebody. Now you want to file a lawsuit on me. You're going way too far with this.
This doesn't sound right. I want to talk to because I've never heard of you. I only heard of
Okay. Well, now you've heard of me. And I work here as well. And I'm not going to stand you dismantling me the way that you're doing.
I just have to get a lawyer to sue you because that's not acceptable.
I got one more thing. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked. You got pranked by your husband.
Oh, kick you.
Oh, your husband told me. She been waiting on that check.
Yeah, I had me hot. Was about to go by that little office. So, Mama, when I get off of work.
All right, baby, let me ask you something. Tell Tommy, what is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, baby, look here. Get your check.
I'm not going to brag today. I don't feel like it. Don't have it in my heart or in my spirit. But there it is. That's the prank of the day. You can catch me July 1st. I have a lot more spirit, Columbia, South Carolina, at the Koga Center, Koga Performing Arts Center. I will be there. That's not Kroger. That's Koga. I made a mistake. I will not make that mistake again. All right. Tickets on sale right now. All Ticketmaster outlets or at the box office at the Koga Center. Now, I might stop by Kroger, all right, before that, pick up a few things, all right? 'Cause they got the best blueberry lemonade made by Simply. Lord have mercy. Yes, they do. All right, but I'll be at the Koga Center July 1st. Jump off your 4th of July weekend with your boy. Yay.
All right, go see the nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with the latest on the investigation on the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Also in trending entertainment news, we'll talk about the Time 100 Most Influential People list. Plus, Will Smith tells David Letterman family is everything. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to ask the Chief Love Officer, the CLO, Steve Harvey. Marina in Nevada says, I was a bridesmaid in my friend's wedding, and at the reception I was dancing and having a ball until my left breast popped out.
All right. Now.
Later on, the groom whispered to me that my breasts looked delicious. Was he joking or flirting with me at his wedding?
Well, definitely wasn't joking. That definitely was not a joke. I think he was being factual. I do think he was being factual. Now, what else information do you need?
What do you say? What do you say when it pop out? What are you supposed to say?
I don't know. Mine has never popped out. And if it do, I'm going to just be honest with you, there ain't much to see. I've had it out before, out in public, and ain't nobody bought it up.
Nobody flirted.
Look at the breasts on Steve.
They look
Ain't
delicious.
nobody never said it. They look delicious.
Research came back negative.
Yeah.
Move along,
Nah.
folks. Nothing to see here. All right. Is that the right question she should be asking, though? Okay.
Right, though, girl.
Yeah.
She know what's up. Girl, stop. You ain't
All right,
five.
moving on to Jeremy in Austin. Jeremy writes, my boss and I are drinking buddies, but he's crossed the line with me. I'm a happily married man, and I thought he was too. But he's got a side chick that comes to hang out with us. He expects me to act like we're all just hanging out, but that's not cool. How do I tell him that he's foul and I want no parts of it?
Why don't you quit hanging out with him?
It's your boss.
Why don't you quit hanging out with him? It ain't your business for starters. But you ain't got to co-sign it, but you got to quit hanging out. When she show up, you go home. Dog, don't get yourself in there. Right. But now also know this. You have some very pertinent information. So as far as I'm concerned, I got a job forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I like how you think.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do you, dog, but then you can't ever do me.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you
No
will get
facts.
done.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Ayana in Richmond. Ayana says, 4 years ago, I had weight loss surgery before my wedding. My husband is still overweight and it affects his self-esteem. He expects me to wear big shirts and sweats to cover up my dream body, and I'm not going to do that. How can I assure this man that I will still love his fat behind no matter what? Aw.
No. Put some pressure on this big ass. No, hell no. Put some pressure on his big ass.
What?
Say it again.
Yeah, put some pressure on his big ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wear your stuff. Show your shape. Deal with it.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, what else?
Yeah. Put some pressure on him.
He
But she says she still loves him.
Lexus.
She still loves him no matter what.
Shirley, I love a lot of fat people.
Really? But you're
do.
not married to them. This is a little different. It's her husband.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But, I love.
Statement still stands.
I love a lot of fat people. There ain't no problem. If you don't love fat people, something wrong with you.
That's right.
Because somebody got to love your little skank skinny ass.
It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street. What is you hurt for? I'm telling you right now, you ain't pretty and cute to everybody now.
All right, last one, Steve. We're moving on to Lelia in Mobile. Leila says, I loaned a friend one of my evening gowns and she returned it without dry cleaning it. I unzipped the bag in front of her and then zipped it back up and gave it back to her. She told me that she preferred for me to clean it with my own dry cleaner that I trust. My husband says he gets her point. Who's right here? Doing agreeing with her.
I mean, look, what you want. First of all, stop loaning your clothes out. Because obviously you have a problem. Why we in the club? How old are y'all?
She didn't state her age.
Okay, well, you got a husband, so obviously something's wrong.
Yeah.
Now we need to stop this here. Stop loaning out your clothes. The next thing, clean your dress where you want it clean.
Yeah.
She obviously poor because she buying clothes. Now her cleaners ain't gonna do like yours. She just gonna take it down to the laundry. It's wash and fold down there where she go. Now if you want your dress, wash and fold. If you want it wash and fold, that's what she do. She already know that. So take it to the cleaners you like.
$4 a pound. $4 a pound.
But still, what is her husband agreeing with her friend for? That's probably what she's mad about, too. That is.
Well, because he just tried to offer the quickest fix. If you got to go back and forth with your friend about the dress, that ain't going to be good business. Your husband just say, hey, just clean it where you want to get it clean, baby. Then it'll be over with. Now, she going to take it down there, going to get it shrunk. Now, you ain't going to be able to wear it.
He's really right.
Because she going to get it shrunk, because she going to take it down there to the fold and wash.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So let's just go.
Down there, they don't read no labels. Everything go in with one wash. Your dress going to be in there with some sheets, and you ain't going to understand it.
So the point is, her husband was just trying to fix it, too. He wasn't trying to
That's all he was
agree
trying to
with
do.
the friend.
That's
okay.
all. That's all it was.
So he's on her team. She
Yeah.
can let that go.
Sorta.
Okay, sorta.
Not all
What's
the
the
way.
sorta? What's the sorta, CLO?
He just wanted to be over, baby.
Uh-huh.
That's all he
Stop
said.
arguing.
He just wanted to be over.
He wants to stop talking about the dress.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
Yeah, let's move on. That's all it
Okay.
is.
Who
Herself.
loan? Y'all do y'all loan dresses and suits? Who do that?
Suits.
Yeah, if it's a friend in need.
I'm not loaning my suit out.
Dog, ain't
I'm
no
not
way
doing.
to
I
work.
give you a suit, but I ain't loaning
Yeah.
it out.
Nah,
I'll
you
give
finna
it
bring
to
it
you.
back?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I just
I'll
give it
do
to you.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
But it's nothing wrong with loaning.
Loaning?
No, if
Nothing
you
wrong.
if you can loan. Yeah.
See, that's ladies different
I got-
from men on that.
Yeah, we're not
I got burnt though loaning.
I
Yeah.
believe you. I
Uh-huh.
believe you.
What
That's
happened,
why
sir?
I'd rather get. Well, just my friend gave me.
Bring it back
I
nasty.
lent her a suit. She gave it back to me, balled up, in a bag. Balled up, seriously, in
Wow.
a bag.
You
was
like the
like,
lady
never.
in ass to see
It was balled up in a bag. I was like,
You
okay,
mad,
this is
Jen?
over.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Shirley.
This is over. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some national and entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Zendaya, John Batiste, Pete Davidson, Mary J. Blige, and Apple CEO Tim Cook are just a few of those who made the time 100 Most Influential People list this year. The annual list breaks its honorees down into categories that outline their contributions. Those who made the list are not only influencers in their respective fields, but the magazine looked at how they wielded their influence. Each honoree had a written tribute from another honoree, either past or present, and that's wonderful. I mean, what a great list. Mary J. Blige,
Mary is killing it
stays
this
relevant.
year.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, she is. Yes, she is. From the Super Bowl till now, till winning her Icon Award at the Billboards.
Ghetto fabulous.
Yeah,
Ghetto
all of
fabulous.
that.
Mary.
So, Steve, speaking of influencers and inspirational people, who are some? I'm going to ask you this way: who's the most inspirational person in your life? Who's been that for you?
You mean in my whole life or recently?
Yeah. Oh, both. Let's do both. How about that? In your whole life and then recently.
I mean, my parents were the biggest influence in everything I am today. The man I am and the faith I have was instilled. The manhood is my father, the faith is my mother. So I have to give them credit for that. Currently, the biggest influences in my life, some people that I've met overseas that you all don't know and wouldn't know. And locally here, probably the biggest influencer in my life. I talk to Bishop Jakes once a month. We text often. I think Bishop Jakes is probably one of the most influential people in my life currently. And I would have to say, just in video alone is Joel Osteen. Just in video alone is Joel Osteen. There's a kid, I don't know if he's a kid. It's on Instagram that a lot of his quotes are very, very inspirational. I have no idea who it is. I think it's Biz Burke. I think that's what he just...
Biz Burke?
He just does quotes. He don't post no pictures or nothing. He don't do no videos. I'm trying to thumb through right quick, but other things keep popping up that's very interesting. Throwing me off.
All right.
Trying to focus, but Lord have mercy.
You know
who
how
is
you
she?
can get
And
so
why does
easily
she have that
distracted.
on?
All right, let me move on. Let me get to this story. In other entertainment news, family is everything to Will Smith. Will Smith opened up about it on the 4th season of My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman. Will Smith discussed his recent memoir, Will, and his parents' contentious relationship. He did all that with David Letterman. The first line of the first chapter is, "I've always thought of myself as a coward," Will said. "When I was 9 years old, I saw my father beat up my mother, and I didn't do anything. And that just left a traumatic impression of myself as a coward." Well, if you're waiting to find out what Will said about the infamous Oscar slap, you won't hear that. He's not talking about that
That
because
was
this
cowardly.
was filmed. Yeah, this was filmed prior to that incident, so you won't get that. Yeah. All right, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I found the guy's name. His name is Biggs Burke, Biggsburke. He just puts a lot, like his last quote was, "I wish living brought us together like death does." Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody, and good morning. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Okay, in Texas, let's go there. Authorities continue to parse through the upsetting evidence they've collected in the wake of the horrific murders of those 19 elementary school children and 2 of their teachers in the town of Uvalde. Officials say that 18-year-old Salvador Ramos shot and critically injured his grandmother before leaving the house and posted a message to a friend in Germany saying he was going to shoot up an elementary school, but only a few minutes before he did. When he did, the Texas Department of Safety's Lieutenant Chris Olivares says Ramos murdered all his victims in the same classroom.
The shooter was able to make entry into a classroom, barricaded himself inside that classroom, and just began shooting numerous children and teachers that were in that classroom, having no regard for human life, just a complete evil person, just began shooting anyone that was in his way.
Now, Congressman Tony Gonzalez represents Uvalde.
We're hurting. We are hurting in Uvalde, and it's just heartbreaking Children are the most innocent thing that we have in life, and we have to protect them with everything we have.
However, Gonzalez was among the 202 fellow Republicans and one Democrat who voted no on last year's bill in the House to beef up background checks on gun purchases. Gonzalez voted no with his fellow Republicans. So now, with this latest massacre coming only 10 days after the racist killings of 10 black people in upstate New York, the cries and shouts for beefed up gun control have grown even louder. But Governor Greg Abbott held a news conference yesterday and failed to mention a certain four-letter word, G-U-N-S, guns.
We had a long discussion with law enforcement at all levels, with community leaders, elected officials. I asked the sheriff and others an open-ended question. The question was, what is the problem here? They said, we have a problem with mental health illness in this community. And then they elaborated on the need for more mental health support in this region.
Never mentioning guns. By the way, Salvador Ramos had not been diagnosed with any known mental health issues. I read a startling statistic the other day that said while the United States only comprises 4% of the world's population, we own 40% of the world's guns. Yesterday, the second day anniversary of police murder of George Floyd. Yesterday, President Biden signed an executive order on police reform. On a much lighter note, Colin Kaepernick's back on the field with the L.A. Raiders. And finally, folks at Beyond Beef have hired Kim Kardashian to be their chief taste consultant. Go girl. This has been beef. Yes, this has been the news. Back to Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, what is it? You have a question for your Uncle Steve?
Yeah. This is a parenting question. So, got a 10-year-old son, you know that, young Jordan, who plays with everybody in the neighborhood, all different nationalities. And I'm that parent that, if he playing down there, I'm going to roll past just to make sure he playing down there. So I think the thing that bothers me is when it comes time for election and I see the signs in some of these parents' yards.
Who they endorsing?
Yeah, and then it makes me wonder, do I want my son, and I don't want to stop my son from playing with certain people because it's not the kids, but I know the kind of people that the parents are, especially when I see some signs there's really some stuff you really shouldn't have put up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So as a parent, how do you move forward? Do you continue to let your son do what he's doing? I don't mix and mingle with the parents. My wife does. She mix and mingle here and there, but I don't. But how do you handle it? Because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, y'all some different kind of people over there.
Well,
and we don't
for
think
starters, you have to realize that the children are the catalyst for change. Because the children don't come with the baggage unless they're taught the baggage. So if the children are playing just fine, that becomes the catalyst for change. The children are our future. That's how we change things. You're really not going to change old ass. So when you see them signs, you know where they are and you know how to act accordingly. But also realize that I'm in the same situation with my grandkids. Have always been in that with my children because my children didn't grow up having to suffer. So you move out into these neighborhoods to give your family a better way of life, and then you subject yourself to the people who stay there. And they have different thoughts, different political views, they belong to a different party. And you have to be understanding that you can actually get along with the person. Like I got a neighbor that still has a Trump sign up. And when I ride my bike, hey Steve, how you doing? I say, hey man, how you doing? Man, love the show, man. Welcome to the neighborhood. Just a nice guy, but got a Trump sign up. Now, I got to watch him, when he speaks.
Keep your eye on him.
I got my eye on him. Because why you still got a Trump sign up? Clearly you bought into the election was stolen. Yeah. And I'm totally against you anyway. But he speaks, and he's not, but I know where he stands. And I know when it come time to vote where he gonna be. Now, we not finna be friends. We not finna be friends because if you that staunch of a Trump supporter, you have got to be thinking and feeling a lot different from me on a lot of issues. So we're not gonna be friends, but I can be cordial with you.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check Steve's voicemail right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check Steve's voicemail. If you would like to leave Steve a voicemail, call him, 877-29-STEVE. 877-29-STEVE. Let's get to it, Steve. A caller wants to thank you. The first one wants to thank you.
Yes, Steve, the morning crew. I want to say thank you, Steve. Thank you for coming to, and you and your wife, Marge, purchasing the Rock Ranch. I live about 18 miles from the Rock Ranch, and our youth, they need somewhere to go. They need mentors. I have two boys. I got one 17 and one 14. They need somewhere to go. They need some mentoring. And if you would, Steve, could you give me some more info on how they can attend there? And once again, Steve, I surely appreciate you, your wife, the morning crew, everything that you all do. Very, very, very inspiring. Thank you once again.
Well, he's referring to Marjorie and I did a town hall down in Upton, but it's where used to be the Rock Ranch, owned by the Cathy family that owns Chick-fil-A. It's a 1,600-acre property. God blessed my wife and I. We were able to buy it, and we bought it ourselves personally, but we're buying it and we're giving it and we're putting it, leasing it to our foundation for $1 a year. And it is to change lives. And it's a great move. It's a calling that's put on our life. And we got it. And so we're in the process of meeting with the zoning people down there who turned out to be really nice people. We asked for the town meeting so we could clear it up as to what we were going to do, because we don't want to change the ruleness of the city. We love it the way it is. We're not trying to bring a whole lot of traffic down there. We just want to open up the camp and make it available for boys and girls of all religions, races, creeds. It's a very diverse camp that we're going to open up, and we're in the process of working on how we're going to build it out now. If anybody wants to help us, please go to our foundation page. Well, it's not up yet, but we'll find the right help to get everything built. If not, we'll just keep doing it with our money, God willing, and we'll see what we can accomplish. And we hope to get some great things. So we appreciate you, sir, and we appreciate the kindness of the folks down there at the town hall this past Saturday that we held. And I thank God for Marjorie, because she did most of the talking. She told me to shut up before I say something crazy, and I did that.
Imagine that.
Doing God's work. Congratulations.
Praise God.
Congratulations, yeah. And thanks to the caller. All right, this caller is blaming the Texas governor, Steve, this next caller.
Hey, Steve, I'm Johnny. I live in Dallas, Texas. I wish you just start calling out Greg Abbott with the gun laws he passed. He passed this junk, man, and that's what these people getting all these jobs for. These young people buying these guns. And Greg Abbott, he's really fought for all that stuff. I have concealed license carry. I had to go all kind of background checks, gun range and everything to conceal carry. He done turned these people loose with these guns. They were killing people. It's his fault. Put it on the air.
It's on the air.
Yeah.
It's on the air.
You just said
And he, along with 51 senators who refused to address the gun laws that's sitting there, like Steve Kerr said, for over 2 years. And as we have a Senate that's morally corrupt and owned by the NRA. And the only thing we could do it is to vote them out. But they're very slick now, because they're tricky. The way they control the voting population is they use the Second Amendment as your right to bear arms. We're not against the Second Amendment. We're against anybody being able to buy arms. But then that will cut into the profit, so that's not going to happen. And then they mix it up with their anti-abortion, they're pro-life, they're anti-gay marriage, they're anti-immigration, all of that stuff that makes them look and appear to be morally corrupt when they are gay themselves, and there's not a problem with that. And they hire illegal immigrants all the time. And oh, by the way, they're on welfare too. Thank you.
Wow.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you, Steve. And thanks to the callers. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, he's never in the mood. We'll get into that in just a bit. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What's on the menu for today, Neff? What you got?
We're gonna on the menu. We down in the entree section. This is called stupid right here. This is straight stupid. It's in the menu. Apartment 316. Apartment 316. I'm going to be at my all-time high of stupid. Okay.
Today's special.
This is the special part of the menu.
You don't have to set us up with your stupidity. You can just go ahead.
No need to forewarn us.
It's taking us too long.
Wasted words.
I just want to. Right?
No.
All right. No setup then. 316. Apartment 316. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Dale.
Yeah, this is Dale.
Hey, Dale, how you doing, man? My name is Bond, dude. You live in, I'm trying to make sure I got the right dude, man. You live in Court, right? Apartments?
Yeah, I live in What's going on?
Okay, you live in apartment 316, right?
Yeah, is it something I need to be worried about? What's going on with my apartment?
Oh, no. Everything cool with your apartment, man. I got your number from lady at the leasing office.
Regarding?
So what now?
What's it in regards to?
Well, actually, what's going to happen is I'm going to move to Court. And what I wanted to do, see, man, every apartment I've always had, I've always lived in apartment 316. And I know you in 316. So they, the girl at the office gave me, because I don't want to move nowhere else where I can't be in room 316. I got to be, it's just real superstitious, I know, but I got to have apartment.
Hey, hold on. You say your name, Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm Vaughn.
Name, right, Vaughn. And who gave you my number again?
One of the ladies at the leasing office when I was over there.
Who was it?
I can't really remember her name, man.
Listen, cut this I'm going to tell you like this, man. Don't call me for nothing like that, man. Now I ain't moving out of my apartment, man. I've been staying there for 4 years. When I move out to the apartment, I move in a house. You understand? All this you got going with your whatever it is, your 316, your 132, that's on you, man.
No, it ain't 132. I got to stay in 316, man. See, that's what I'm trying to say. I done signed the lease, so I'm stuck with it. I got to get that apartment. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Would you like to, which other apartment would you like to move to? And I go on and get them to move your stuff. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't moving nothing. Ain't nothing moving. Only thing ain't going to move is them numbers. You can add them up, divide them, do whatever you want to them, but I ain't moving. So you're going to have to get that to your head, man. And really, I'm because I don't know who gave you my number with like this. I'm at work and calling me with because I don't even know no Vaughn.
No, you don't know me, dog. I asked them who was in 316. They told me
that ain't none of your business who in 316, man.
Hey, listen, man, I'm trying to do this as respectful as possible. Like I said, I really can't function unless I'm living in a
disrespect me then. Do it disrespectful then, because I'm going to show do this. You call me with like this, I don't give a favor. No, I don't care if that was your favorite scripture.
Okay, hey, dog.
Call me with like that, man.
See, now you're going to make this hard. Okay, so let me tell you this to you. I done already told the lady I want to be in 316. She told me I needed to deal with Dale. Now, I'm trying to deal with you in a polite way, okay? Because like I say, I can't function, man, unless I'm in apartment 316. I can't even get them to go to work. I cannot function, okay? I have to have that apartment number, dude.
All right. So, it sounds like you got a problem on your hands, man. Whatever your problem is, that's your problem. Ain't got to do with me. Don't call me no like that. Like I say, I've been staying in 316. I'm going to stay in 316 till I move to a house. You need to find something else to do. And really, I'm off at the that gave you my number to call me with is. I can't believe that.
Hey, first of all, let me say this to you. I don't like the way you talking to me. First, and I told you I got a problem.
I don't like the way you come at me with that come at me with a number. What the I look like you, man? 316.
Excuse me, dog? What you say?
You calling me with this I tell you what, man. Come at me or come at my apartment with that you gonna see it, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I'm trying to handle this respectably, man, okay? All right? That's what I'm trying to do. Dale, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you honestly, dog, I cannot function outside of them three numbers. I have to live in apartment 316.
That ain't my business, man.
Dog, I don't have to come move your but I do it.
Hold on. Run that back. What you say?
I said, I don't want to have to move your...
I said that down. Got me what you gonna come move my... Hey, matter of fact, come on. Come move 316. 316, I got a 3 for your... Come on, man. Come on, come move my man. Come on, 210 solid. Come on, move your... All kind of going on in the world, but no, I got 365 days to deal with this. I'm at work. I'm on my 9 to 5, and you come at me about the 316. I'm gonna whoop somebody. That's all I got to say, man. It's gonna be you. Before I deal with you, though, I'm gonna get the lease notice for even giving you my number all day.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to tell you, I have to stay under them numbers, man. I have to. I'm superstitious like that. I know everybody ain't like that, but I just happen to be like that. You understand?
Everybody ain't like that, man. I ain't got time to be dealing with everybody ain't got time to even sit up and listen like this. Man, you let that Christian, man. Other than that, I've been out this job looking for what apartment number did they give you?
They gave me like 329 or something like that. I can't stay there, man.
That's where I'm gonna meet you at, man. Meet me at 329, 6 o'clock tonight. How about them numbers?
Okay. So how about these numbers right here? 877-29 Steve.
What that mean?
877-29 Steve.
877-29C.
You ain't never heard that number before?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
That's the number to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Because this is nephew Tommy, and you just got pranked by your coworker Linda.
Ain't that it sounds crazy as hell. I was believing it for a second. Had me rolling. Got me about to take off and go to the lease now. Up and call right now. Who you say got me now?
Yo, ain't you got a coworker named Linda?
Linda? Ain't this about Linda covering for Linda right now? I wonder why the hell she taking so long. She on some man. God, y'all had me going though, man.
Hey, Dale, I got one more thing to ask you, man.
Go ahead.
Dale, you at work for real, ain't you?
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's the baddest radio show in the land, man?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, man, get back to work, man. Your phone off the hook over there.
All right.
And there you have it. I got to have 316. You know what I'm saying? When I stay somewhere, it's got to be apartment 316. I can't be in 318, 320. It's got to be
moving for you.
316.
Man.
Listen, it's the numbers I have to live at, okay?
You knew that before you signed the lease, though. That's the thing. You knew that.
Well, 316. Well, I figured if I call the person that's living there, we can switch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That's what I need.
You figured wrong.
That's what I need. Here's what you need if you're in the New Orleans area. Miles of Giving Weekend is coming to your city, baby. The New Orleans, all right? I got a day of service. I got women's empowerment brunch. I got an all-white twisted summer jam, and I got a golf classic at English Turn on the 27th of June, all right? 24th through the 27th, you don't want to miss it. And we got a career fair held at NOLA's only VFW Post, all right? And that helps, especially targeting military spouses that are searching for a career. We can help right there, all right? So come on out, hang out with your boy. You can go to milesofgiving.org. That's milesofgiving.org and find out exactly what's going on in the Big Easy with the nephew. That's June 24th through the 27th, New Orleans. Come get in this golf tournament. I know you can't play good. I can't either. So come on and let's play bad
Praise
together.
God.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up, Strawberry Letter for today. The subject is he's never in the mood. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time for the Strawberry Letter. And before we get to that, I want to remind you that my Love Collection candles are out. They are available right now at loveshirleystrawberry.com. Loveshirleystrawberry.com. Go on the site and get you some candles and be lit in your life, okay? How about that? Anyway.
Okay, then.
Be lit.
All right, be lit.
Be lit.
Right?
That's the way to put it. Yeah.
Got a little
Light
hook
it
to
down.
it now. Be lit.
Okay. Be lit. All right, strawberry letter for today. If you need advice on relationships, on dating, on work, on sex, on parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Hear that? You never know. It could be yours.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Subject, he's never in the mood. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I are 27 years old and newly married. We've been together for a total of 7 years, and we waited until we got married to have sex. I should have seen that as a red flag, but I didn't. We are diehard Christians, so I thought he was just being obedient. He never pressured me for sex, and there were nights I thought I was going to lose my mind because I wanted him so badly. He's got the total package and knows what to do with it. I was pleasantly surprised on my wedding night, and I fell more in love with him after our first intimate connection. I want to keep connecting now, but he's never in the mood. When I met him, he said sex has never been a major thing to him. I told him it was everything to me if I loved someone. Granted, I was only 20 years old at the time, but I had been having sex since high school, and I really, really like it. I waited 7 years for him, and nowadays I have to coerce him into being intimate. He'll take a shower, put on pajamas, and curl up next to me in bed, wanting to talk about his day. He said that's what his parents did, and they have a perfect marriage. He got upset when I told him that I'm sure they're doing more than reading books and chatting in their bed. I can be naked and oiled up when he comes home from work, and he'll kiss me on the forehead, pat me on the butt, and say something stupid like, "You're going to get grease all over the couch." I wondered if he isn't sexually attracted to me, but he assured me that he is. He's insisting there's no problem and I need to calm myself and focus on other things. I'm not trying to focus on any other man, and I am being patient. Am I wrong to want to make love to my husband? Come on, absolutely not. You're not wrong for desiring something that should be very natural in a marriage. I mean, marriage is hard with sex, so marriage with no sex or hardly any sex ever has to be extremely challenging for you. The question is, though, why not? Why doesn't he want to have sex, especially when he said he is attracted to you? Could that be a lie? I don't know. I mean, he's not doing it. He's not acting on what he says. So, I mean, some people do have low sex drives, just like others have high sex drives. Some people are sex addicts. There's treatment for sexual addiction. So I say you guys need to find out about his low sex drive. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I'm sure someone can tell you if there's something wrong with him medically. The issue is probably going to be to get him to go to the doctor, because from the sound of it, he doesn't think there's a problem. I mean, didn't you say he told you to calm down and focus on other things? That was just very dismissive. You know, what other things are you supposed to focus on when you want to have sex with your husband? I mean, he's not hearing you at this point. He's not taking the time to deal with the very basic needs of his wife. This is no way to start a marriage, and I'm sure you know that. This is something that we shouldn't even have to be talking about right now, because you guys are newlyweds and you're only 27. You've been together for 7 years. You should be all over each other by now. You waited until marriage to have sex. I mean, I just think it's time for some very serious heart-to-heart conversations, a trip to the doctor, or and find out what the issue is, or I think you guys are going to be divorced. Steve?
27 years old. I'm looking back. 38 years ago, I was 27 years old. I embarked on my now famous and illustrious comedic career.
Why is he talking like
at the age of 27.
Oh, no.
As I peel back into those years of youth and levity, I cannot think of anything more important to me than having sex.
Always about you.
It's not
Come on here, boy.
today at 65.
Mm.
The burning, yearning, consistent desire that it was then, simply because I have to make money now. I have businesses to run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be impactful instead of just packful. It was my job solely focused on packing back then.
Okay.
But now I'm focused on being impactful.
Mm-hmm.
But packing has always been important.
Packing.
And I ain't talking about lunches either. When I come back, we'll continue in this same
tone. Is this a sermon?
And
What
rivers.
Thank you, sir. I don't know what to say. He sounds like a preacher, but he's talking about packing. I don't know. All right, it's just crazy, right? We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject is he's never in the mood. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve, Pat, whatever. Come on, and let's
need
recap today's
my
Strawberry
organ. Oh, Dave.
He's never in the mood. Pastor Packett.
We getting it now, Pastor.
27 years old, both you and the husband. Brand new married. Been together 7 years. Waited until we got married to have sex. How did you do that? That's a minor miracle statement right there. Most people can't wait till Friday. You managed to wait until you got married.
Amen.
I couldn't have waited on the weekend. I couldn't have waited till tomorrow. Most time I could hardly wait at all.
Come on, Pastor.
Somehow you managed to wait till you were married. I should have seen that as a red flag. I'd have saw it as a blue flag, black flag, white flag, orange flag. I'd have saw it as all kinds of flags.
Mm-hmm.
We are diehard Christians.
That's right.
You gonna die hard too.
Yeah.
You keep this up, you not only gonna be diehard Christians, but you gonna die hard too. You're leading up to a hard death, if you ask me. Every day that we live, we're one step closer to our final destination. But along the way, I want to create memories. I want to have things to look back on. I need fueling up to continue the journey. I need to be a Tesla. I need to get plugged in. I'm a refrigerator that need electricity to be cool. And now you say he's got the total package and he know what to do.
Come on here now.
You say you were surprised on your wedding night and you fell more in love with him after our first intimate connection.
Mm-hmm.
And she say she want the connection now. But he's never in the mood. Listen to this scripture right here. When I met him, he said sex has never been a major thing to him. What? Who is he? And what is he to you? That's Bill Withers.
Take your time now. Take your time.
My friends feel it's their appointed duty. They keep trying to tell me all you want to do is use me. But I can't seem to get him in the mood. What is going on the hell in here? I told him it was everything to me, as it was with I. Sex was everything.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Ooh,
Matter of fact, it was the leading thing. I considered it my thing.
That's front and center.
Oh, Lord, I'm preaching now.
Are you?
You waited 7 years.
Yes, you are. Really?
And now you got to coerce him into being intimate.
Yeah.
She goes on to say he'll take a shower, put on pajamas, and curl up next to me in bed.
What?
Why would I already be naked? Come out the shower and put on some hot-ass pajamas. Why would I do that? When the whole goal is to get naked. I've never in my entire love-making career come out the shower naked, knowing you in there, and I put on some hot-ass pajamas.
For what?
Saying that he wants to talk about his day. I'm finna wrap up my day. I'm finna put my day in a box and put a ribbon on it. He said that's what his parents did, and they got a perfect marriage. I'm 27. I got to bring heat, fry bacon. I got to let you have it because I got it to give it to you. You just said I was the total package. You finna get the whole package. Yeah, I'm sure they did more than reading books, and now here we go. I can be naked and oiled up when he come home from work. He'll kiss me on the forehead, pat me on the butt, and say something stupid like, "You gonna get grease all over the couch." Let me correct that statement. You gonna get me and this grease all over this here couch. I dare you to take your clothes off and grease up in front of me. I tell you what, you're gonna need more grease because I'm finna get all of your grease on me.
All right.
Why are we trying to address this letter? I don't know. The doors of this church is now open. Bring your greasy self on up to the front.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram, Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after, Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Okay, Shirley, in sports,
Hey, we don't need to cover sports.
Hey.
I'm back. This letter still has me upset.
Yes.
What is we talking about sports for when she done greased herself up sitting on the couch? There's the sport we finna play now.
Yeah.
I'm finna get a gold medal in the slip and slide.
All right now.
I'm finna be playing fireman's carry.
Come on here now.
I'm finna see if I can get your slippery self on my shoulder. Carry you up the steps without dropping you. We gonna do a lot of things if I come home and you all up laying on the sofa. Last thing I'm gonna be saying is you gonna get grease all over the couch. You gonna get me and grease all over this here couch. We gonna have to burn this couch, as a matter of fact. We're going to have to set this couch out on the tree lawn tomorrow morning. It ain't going to be no more good for nothing. I'm not going to be answering questions to visitors. What is all this on the couch? You know what's on that couch? It's baby oil. Baby oil, and it's been rubbed in.
Yes, and the fiber.
Yes, sir.
I venture to say that this young couple is doomed. I'm pretty sure one of your co-workers is listening. And he will be at work tomorrow morning to remind you that you ain't got to be sitting there on that couch by yourself.
Meet me in the book room.
Oh,
Meet
Lord.
me in the book room.
I'm not a real minister,
We
and you know this.
I'm not a real deacon.
Hello.
We know that too.
I'm not a real judge on TV.
That part.
Yeah, we know that too.
I really can't fix your relationship, but I'm ready to love.
Hey, hello. Hey, hell, who the hell ain't ready to love? We need some ready to love in this letter, because look like she is and he ain't.
Uh-huh.
And might as well throw Junior in this too. Junior is good at sports.
Yeah.
And you sitting over there looking like a spoke to me. Let church say amen.
Amen.
And that's our sports for today. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right.
Right
Listen,
now.
thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some fun. We'll talk to the Duke of Ottingham right after this.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, let's have some fun and make you laugh this morning, okay? Is the Duke of Ottingham here? Is he there? Is he there?
Oh, darling. Oh, God, say, call me. Here I am, Shirley. What can I do for you?
All right, so Duke.
Earl of Ottingham is currently present.
Yes, I'm trying to ask you, are you ready for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee? All right, it's almost upon us. You know that. It's going down next weekend. It's an historic event. It marks Her Majesty's record-breaking 70th year on the throne. Queen Elizabeth II is the longest reigning British monarch. There will be a parade with guards, battalion, and horse guards. The flypast by the Royal Air Force. The Queen will make her palace balcony appearance. The Queen will be at the Derby, Epsom Downs, and the Platinum Party with Alicia Keys and Diana Ross. All that's going down next weekend.
Oh, that's wonderful, but I'm telling you right now, the Platinum Party will be nothing like what you've seen on television, the Bridgertons. There will be no black people with white wigs on, none of that. There will be no black people in ball gowns. They're going to have Alicia come out and Diana Ross, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
There will be no more people of color involved. There are no black Buckingham guards. There are no black horses. There are no black people driving the carriages. They don't even have black people cooking at the palace. The food is horrible.
Oh, Duke, are you going to be at the Jubilee, though?
I'll be at the Jubilee, but I'm probably going to stay back at the palace and just barbecue. Horrible. I was in the kitchen last week. They don't have any seasoning in the entire kitchen.
Bland.
I'm so tired of watching them wash these beans under hot water and shit. Damn shame. While everyone's at the platinum thing, I'm going to be out. I'm going to go to Publix and going to buy seasoning.
Just trying to help the palace.
They got
Try to help
Publix
them out.
in England.
That's the reason the Queen's ass is so old. She has eaten no salt.
Yeah, she's like 150 something, right?
189.
Yeah.
She's never had salt, sugar, nothing. Has no clue what paprika is. The damnedest thing I've ever seen. One time, one of the cooks put a charred mark on her meat. She sent it back. She thought something was on it. It's char.
But Duke, you are excited to see Alicia Keys and, of course, Diana Ross, I know.
That's going to be so rare. Me and the other blacks are going to be cheering from a distance.
The other blacks.
We'll be there in spirit. We'll be allowed nowhere near Alicia or Diana. But we know who they are. I'll be yelling out hits. I'll be singing along with Empire State.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be singing my favorite song, I Like Muscles. I'll be doing that with Diana.
Not reach out
And then,
and
of course, when she does her biggest hit, Reach Out and Touch Someone, there'll be no one of color to touch. So all of us blacks will be just holding hands trying to participate.
What about
My goal is to one day have the palace look like Bridgerton on TV, such a wonderful show. You know, we watch that show and we go, where the hell did they get these people?
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke.
We don't get to participate in the palace, and you all don't get to participate in the Constitution.
Well, we're supposed to. I mean, it is a democracy over here. We're supposed to.
Who told you that, Shirley?
You guys have a monarchy.
Clearly, you have 51 senators that can't seem to get it right over there.
Oh, you follow our politics, do you?
Oh, of course. Oh, but they've got black-ass Herschel on the way to save the day, I understand.
All right, Duke. Sorry. Look at the time. We got to get out of here. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, as we get ready for the Memorial Day holiday weekend, gas prices are predicted to reach $6 per gallon across the country by August. Republicans blame the Biden administration, while Democrats say the oil companies are price gouging. Energy and oil experts say most of the increases come from crude oil prices going up, and that's because world demand has been coming back quite strongly from the pandemic, and supply hasn't caught up, and not to mention the Russia attack on Ukraine. Steve, you recently stopped the other day to get gas with your driver. How'd that turn out? How'd that go for you?
It was a damn disaster. I didn't know what they were doing.
What happened? What do you mean?
He pulled up and it was just crazy. I was trying not to get recognized, but I was sitting up in that Sprinter and that damn window about the size of a damn minivan.
The window, just the window.
Yeah, everybody saw me in there. It was kind of sickening. I didn't know how much the gas was, but he filled the gas at $6. Wow.
They say by August. This is unbelievable.
It cost about $800.
And people are going on the road this holiday weekend, road trips and stuff.
Yeah, always in the summer, right. And airline tickets are high, too.
Yeah, see, those tickets are high because they making up for COVID.
Yeah, for the pandemic.
So they got these tickets real high now because they're trying to get that money back.
I was talking to my neighbor. He's a pilot. And I said, man, airline prices are high. He was like, yay. And then he looked at me, oh, sucks for you, right? I was like, hey.
All right. We got to go. Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now, guys, for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather be just forgotten, or would you rather be just hatefully remembered? They'll remember you, but in a hater way.
No, you could just go on
forget me.
I
ain't gonna be here no way. I ain't gonna give a damn.
Right, who cares?
You can pick A or B for all I care.
Either one,
I'm gone.
All right. All right, would you rather get ribs from Kansas City, or would you rather get ribs from Memphis?
Memphis.
Ooh.
Man.
Kansas City or Memphis?
Memphis.
Why Memphis?
Why?
I'd have had them both.
Oh, okay. You just
Kansas City got some good ribs now. They barbecue boys over there in Kansas City. Ain't no joke. But they not playing around with your ass in Memphis.
What's the difference,
Kansas,
Steve?
though. That Gates presidential platter is something to think about.
Oh, yeah, Gates barbecue.
Yeah, we been there, too.
Oh, Gates is outstanding.
Yeah.
I've been there, too. I ain't got nothing to say, but Gates is all that in the bag of chips. But you got to go to the commissary. You got to go to Interstate. You got to go to Neely's. You got to get your mind right.
Yeah.
Huh?
Neely's.
You got to get your mind right up in there now.
Why your
They
mind,
not playing.
though? Why you
You know, that Rendezvous is more commercial barbecue.
Yeah.
Across the street from Peabody, but you got to get your mind right when you go down there.
Okay, all right.
Got
so
that
you're
white
picking
bread,
Memphis.
make them French fries be wet from all that damn sauce.
Why are you talking like that?
Because that's how you talk when you talk about barbecue. You
Can't say all your words because it's like food in your mouth.
No, so you got to talk about barbecue like you know you got to experience barbecue. Can't be up in here, all up in here, you put them in with boiling meat and all this. You don't want to boil no damn ribs.
All right.
We grill people. You can boil the meat, boil on flavor out.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Would you rather babysit a crying baby for a day, just for a day, or would you rather have an unwanted house guest for a week?
I got that baby. I got that baby all day. Give me that baby.
Would you rather babysit a crying baby for a day, or would you rather have an unwanted house guest for a week?
I'm going to take the baby. I know how to get the baby to stop crying.
What
Hey, baby, don't stop crying.
You're going to stop all this crying.
Yeah. It's just for a day.
No, you ain't going to cry all day on me. I'm going to put a little something in your milk for you be all right.
I'm putting some Baileys in that milk. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to go to
be
sleep.
Nice, boy. Your ass going to go to sleep. It's going to be tasty, too. Yeah. I can put a baby to sleep. You're going to go to sleep. And put your ass in the middle of that little raft that they had their feet out and put him in the pool. Push his ass out there in the middle of that water and let him deal with it. He'll stop crying after a while. He'll just go to sleep. Hard to keep swimming back over, and I keep kicking you back out in the middle.
All right, that's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up, it is our last break of the day, and you do not want to miss Steve's closing remarks at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are. Last break of the day, Steve. Closing remarks. That's all I can say. The ones yesterday were outstanding and heartfelt. And,
well, I'm still on one, so here I go again. Excuse me. But once again, let me remind you, the person that's doing the talking. And if you don't understand me or like what I'm about to say, I really do understand it. Because you ain't had to walk in our shoes. And I'm speaking for a lot of black people. A lot of people of color. I'm talking to a lot of white people who are sympathetic to us. It just ain't enough, though. Because the one that need to be sympathetic to us and understand us, it ain't but 51 of them. And they call senators. And for some reason, they don't give a damn about us at all. Not a zero, not a zilch. Because we don't represent power, position, or money. So now, let me continue on with something I was talking about yesterday. Because, I'm a bass fisherman. And I go to lakes and I bass fish. I mostly fish out of my own now because I got tired of all of the craziness that I had to deal with. But even in my own, I throw them back. Do you know that if you don't catch a bass now, because that's a wildlife game, if it's not a certain length, you can't have it on your string. If a fish wildlife come along and you pull your string out the water and it's got a bass on it, it's not 15 inches, I think that's it, or I may be off an inch or two, but if it's not the right length, you have to throw that fish back because they got rules. You have to throw a bass back. If you catch a salmon in the wrong time of year, do you know that's illegal and you will do jail time for that? But now a bass has to be a certain length for you to be able to keep it on the string and kill it. But when it comes to us, the size don't matter, the weight don't matter, the age don't matter, the height don't matter. You can do it whenever you want to and get away with it. Something is wrong here, man, when we will protect wildlife more than our life. And oh, by the way, excuse me, ain't y'all the pro-life party? Uh-oh. Are you not the pro-life party? So where you at when it come to our life? You give a damn about monkeys, animals. You got dog commercials on here playing that sad-ass music about them puppies and stuff, but ain't no sad songs about us. We're safe in the arms of an angel. Well, damn it, we ain't. We ain't safe in the arms of an angel if y'all got the gun. And you sell the gun to anybody for profit. A person can walk in and buy a suit of body armor on Amazon or anywhere. Amazon ought to be shaming their ass too. How much money he need? Ain't that Jeff Bezos' company? How much money he need? When he gonna stop allowing them to sell certain things on his platform? We all got to get together to knock this out. Because if the senators ain't gonna do something, then damn it, the rest of us need to show enough try to do something. Now, all these old-ass people talking about come and try to take my gun and see what's happening. See, the problem with y'all is y'all keep missing the mark because y'all keep changing the narrative. Ain't nobody trying to take your gun from you. You can have a gun if you're a law-abiding citizen. But how law-abiding was that little stank-ass boy that came in there and killed all them people in Buffalo? Was he a law-abiding citizen? How he get the gun? Well, this is what we talking about. The little ignorant fool who went in Sandy Hook, how law-abiding was him? Why he got a gun? This butthole that came in here and just killed these kids down here in Texas, how law-abiding was he? But on Fox, all y'all talking about is border control and how brave the border agents for and how police are heroes. We on that side too. There are great policemen, men and women in this country. That ain't what we saying. There are great border patrol people in this country. That ain't what we saying. But we talking about the bad ones you got though. We talking about the ones that put their knees on people's neck, the one that kill us by accident because of loud music and all this. Now, the NRA is going to meet in Texas. The key speakers is Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and Governor Abbott. And they're all going. I'm sick of y'all standing behind this NRA thing. And them 51 senators, see, we can get all the upstanding citizens we want to agree with us. But until them 51 that y'all put in office, y'all are as much to blame for this as anybody else because you refuse to do anything about it. This is the pro-life party. But who life you pro for? Because right now it don't seem to be like nothing like y'all just pro-life for fish, bears, chickens, and damn deers. When y'all gonna get pro-life about living people? Y'all real good at the unborn, and I ain't got no problem with that. But what about the life of the people that's already here? Can you get as pro-life for the people that's here as you are with the people that's to come? That's all I wanted to say today. And I'm still mad. If you don't like what I say, I really don't give a damn. Because you ain't me and you ain't trying to see it how we see it. So miss me again. Once again, have a nice day because we ain't.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.